Hello everybody, I just wanted to show off my Narset Commander deck. It's a 4-in-1 deck, so I'll show you what that means in a little bit. Narset was one of the first commanders I really liked back when I started playing. The person I mainly played against had been playing for a long time, so they had all the good cards, all the fancy expensive cards, and Narset was the first thing that kind of evened the playing field for me, got me a few wins. So I've always liked the commander. At some point I saw a gameplay video where someone had done essentially this, where they did a 4-in-1 deck. So this is basically a modular deck where you have your lands and your evergreen sort of things that will go in all decks, and then these little packages of cards to change the strategy depending on what sort of power level or what strategy you're feeling at the time. So you've got Narset, your commander, 6 mana for a 3/2 first strike hexproof. Whenever it attacks, exile the top 4 cards of your library. Until end of turn, you may cast non-creature spells exiled this way without paying their mana costs. So really strong, cheating a bunch of mana. You do have to get up to 6, play it, hope nobody board wipes, but the hexproof does help it stay alive. So you've got your lands. I don't think there's anything too fancy here, but just your basic 3-colored land mana base here. Then you got your staples that will stay in throughout, no matter which version of the deck you're playing. This is mainly going to be things like mana ramp. So there's your mana ramp. You've got a little bit of card draw and scry because you want to manipulate the top of your deck. So just card draw, mana ramp, a bit of removal, things like that. And then just some things that will really want in any strategy, no matter what Narset version you're playing at the time. So then you've got some different packages. So basically got, I want to say 38 lands, 31 cards here that will stay in the deck no matter what, and then packages of 30 cards to change the deck strategy. So how I differentiate is basically the deck is double sleeved, and I don't know if you can see right there, the inner sleeve is marked on one of the 4 corners. So this one's marked on the top left, these are marked on the bottom right, so you can sort through your deck afterwards to pull the strategy out. So this one I haven't actually finished yet, so this is just going to be big goofy stuff. I don't know, I haven't quite finished what direction I want to take that one in. But to start, for your low power strategy, you've got Monk Tribal. So obviously Narset's casting free non-creature spells. One way to power it down is to include creatures. So she's a monk, why not Monk Tribal? So a bunch of monks and just some things that might help along. You know, a lot of monks have, what's the keyword here? A lot of monks will get buffed with prowess. So a lot of monks have prowess, so there are some little cantrips and things like that just to trigger the prowess more often than is in the base deck here. Stepping up 1 power level, you've got Super Friends. So casting all your planeswalkers for free, throw in a few extra board wipes just to protect your planeswalkers. So there's the second strategy there. And then of course, our third strategy really. And then of course, the Narset deck we all know and hate. Extra turns, extra combats. And some copy instance to double up your extra turns, extra combats. And this is also where our mass land destruction is going to live. keep that out of the more fun versions of Narset here. A lot of mass land destruction, because basically you want to get Narset out, you want to attack, you want to hit a free extra turn or extra combat to be able to attack again, get more extra turns, extra combats. And if nobody else has lands while you're doing that, that's pretty good. Yeah, so that's the deck. I kind of want to make more decks like this. I just think it's a neat idea. Sorry, I don't remember the person that I lifted the idea off of. But thanks for the idea anyways. Have a good one.